Hey guys, Tarp here bringing you a 2v2 today here on Minsk Pocket. Playing for today, spawning in the north, we have Dreamwork W playing as Soviets. There's Shock Army, Airborne Troops, and Terror. Teaming with him, Pub's Mum. Also a Soviets who has Advanced Warfare, Conscript Support Tactics, and Soviet Shock Army. Facing off against him down the bottom, we have WebsterBolek playing as OKW. There's Firestorm, Grand Offensive, and Luftwaffe Ground Forces, and finally Siberian playing as Ostheer, straight away going for Strategic Reserves. This is a random team on both sides. Dreamwork around 50. Cosmom 150. WebsterBolek around 110. Siberian around rank 50. Sandbags wire coming down on the sides. No wire off here though from Dreamwork. Sandbag's a pretty common spot to go for. Imagine he's getting in quite deep to start things off. Troops rotating from the center over to that angle now. Squad though could get a bit of a flank cooking. Imagine he's just chipping away. 242 going to set up here. And Conscript scattering on either side. Don't end up getting suppressed. Pretty close fight. Looks like most of these combat engineers standing in front of the shrubs instead of behind it. But this kind of tree-like shrubs are often quite hard to get cover behind. After you know, with 2 or 3 models not really behind cover. That's why the Pies are performing so well over there. Chipping away over here. Looks like a good engagement for them in the center. Grenadier is already quite low. Conscript's going to rotate though into the center instead of closing the distance, maybe setting up the flank on the MG42. These conscripts going for the outright retreats. Interesting. Looks like these conscripts are actually losing this engagement, so it's a good thing that this other squad did come across to assist. I'd say that they were favored in that scenario. Let's go to baby, you can definitely lose unfavorables. Or lose favorables. And he's in a nice position there behind that log. A bit of light cover for them. So they're pushing in quite deep over here. Getting decap going. No medics yet for Dreamwork. Ticking at the moment for Pozman. He's got mine down. Interesting option. Do have, you know, the possibility of wiring that off, but went for the mine instead. Mechanized coming down for WebsterBolek over there. Pretty good map for the walking Stuka, so maybe we'll see a bit of that action. WebsterBolek only with 3 squads of Volkskrieger. Didn't miss any losses. It's going light on the Volks. Could get overwhelmed by these mass conscripts. Especially if they go for those PPSHs. Maybe 2 squads of those. Could overwhelm. Okay, Molotov's out. Oh, late retreat there from Pozman. But the Sternpires have to retreat. WebsterBolek does manage to secure the wipe though. And doesn't manage to win that engagement. Just a little bit of better cover. The angle there for WebsterBolek, and it's enough to secure the victory. We cover on both sides. Mine's coming down. No, cancelled. Do have tier 2 down for Dreamwork, but actually gonna airdrop in some weapons. Has gone for the Maxim though instead of the Dishka. This is maybe a tiny bit surprising, given his commander choice. Could get rifle-nated here as well from the side. Quite clumped up. Maxim on the run. Conscript's closing the distance.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
X is getting on top of the VP now. Looking for the triple cap. Tier 2 down now for Posmon. A little bit low on manpower with the rebuild on the conscripts, so can't start tier 3 quite yet. Which is awkward sometimes, you know, that can happen if you go for those 4 conscript builds. Sometimes your tech timings don't line up that well, and especially if you rebuild the conscripts that you lost, hurting for manpower. Looking for the wipe though. Conscripts chasing. Ooh, maybe a bit of a lucky break there for WebsterBolek getting away. MG stopping the conscripts from pushing in any further than this though. And no PPSHs yet from Posmon. Maybe low on munitions. Got some SVTs coming out though. Flanking around behind the MG42 of Siberian. Pio's in some trouble over here. We've got a Dishka as well from Dreamwork. That's interesting. So going for one of each on the machine guns. Dreamwork could be in some trouble here though. Under a lot of pressure. Oh, that's a late retreat. Could get wiped. Chasing in for it. And there they go. Conscripts down. Dreamwork on the run. So bit of a tough start here for the Allies. Couple squad wipes, and they're in a little bit of trouble. Have had very strong fuel control so far, both teams. I don't think there's been like any harassment on the fuel points so far. Munitions control, give the edge to the Axis. A lot of manpower for WebsterBolek. Oh, this Volkskrieger over here goes down on retreats. Okay, suppose I'm getting one back there. WebsterBolek with a huge amount of manpower. Not entirely sure what the plan is. Could go for any of the vehicles from this structure. Could also like back tech on top of that and go for the mid truck. Noah's going for another truck now. Let's see if it's going to be the mid truck or if it's going straight to the Shreya. Looks like he's sending it on to the front lines. Maybe we're going to cover this cutoff. Pretty standard points to hold with it. Maxim setting up. Conscript's trying to crawl around the sides. Conscripts should probably close the distance over there. Do force away the Grenadiers anyway. And do manage to flank around behind this machine gun, opening up quite a bit of ground in the center. Pack under some pressure there for Siberian. Shreya is coming up, so Axis need to guard this area for a few more seconds. Make sure it doesn't go down. Pack forgotten about here, set up. Could get decrewed. Those SVT conscripts are pretty powerful. Now reinforcements arrive to keep it safe. But the Allies have managed a bit of a pushback here. Quite well in terms of territory control. T-70 coming out now from Poznan. Roughly on time. Maybe about a minute late compared to ideal. So, stopping these Volksgrenadiers before they make it into heavy cover. Dishka setting up now.
Supply sector under attack.
Pretty well spread out as well, so... Oh, the concussive grenade though from the stern pilots getting some pretty good damage done. Flak base shutting down the combat engineers. Here comes the T-70. Stern pilots looking for the flank, but nice early retreat on them. Dodge on the rifle grenade partially. Still pretty good connection, well timed by Siberian. LG Grenadier flanking around behind the machine gun now. T-70 might be able to shut that down though. Well, it plays it safe. Early retreat on the Maxim. It'll be very susceptible to the rifle grenade that clumped up. Looks like the pack has connected once on the T-70. Double tripwires, in fact, going off over on the far side. Others on the ground now.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Doesn't manage to jam the capture in the center on that fuel point. Deep camping there from Dreamwork, but doesn't really matter too much to the Axis.
Enemy forces capturing supply.
Tier 3 down for Siberian, pretty close to a tank, and I have to imagine he's going to maybe go for the Panzer IV-J, since he has locked in 2 strategic reserves. So a little bit longer to wait for that one. 70 rounds activated on the MG34. T-70 dodges forwards. MG in some trouble. Pack gets one shot on. Gets the decoy on the machine gun. I think it's far enough back as well that it could maybe get stolen. T-70 on the move. Can the pack shoot through there? I don't know. Looks like it can. Oh, but both attack ground shots missed their mark, and now the pack, under a lot of pressure, goes down. Raketin comes in for an attack round, also missing. So a lucky break there from Poznan. Now going for the steal on the anti-tank gun. Might not get away with it on this occasion, but has a couple more conscripts there to jump back on it. No, does manage to still get away with it. These SVT conscripts hitting very, very hard, forcing away the Volksgrenadiers. So yeah, good steal from Poznan. Now with a lot of manpower, could be a good time for maybe another combat engineer. Oh, there goes the mortar. That went down fast. Just give us some nice suppression out the back. Conscripts coming back into the middle. Tier 4 up now for Dreamwork, coming up for Poznan as well. We're making use of the conscript repair kits in this command, or now infantry repair kits, since penals can also use them.
AT gun is ready for combat.
Okay, and there go the Obers. Nice Maxim positioning.
Yes, comrade.
Change up the angle on that now as well, after it's been spotted. Here comes the Panzer IV for Siberian. Charging across here, but could trigger that mine very close to it. Pushing all of the sandbags, all of the wire. And jump into the building. No. Ooh, that's a big shot from the P4. Can't jump against the building like that. Now could potentially get wiped. This is over here, setting up in the wrong direction though, spinning around now. Oh, and there's another mine there. Triggered. A shot from the Zis. Can it get another before it backs behind the building? Not quite. We have some LMG Grenadiers arriving for Siberian. Should be able to get away here. Trying to back behind the wall. This can't shoot through that, so tech round's not going to work out. Here comes a T-34 though. This still quite low in health, and there we go, gets decrewed now. T-34 coming in, could be a nice crush opportunity. But driving right past that, going for the Panzer IV-J instead. With its frontal armor hold up against the T-34. So far, so good for Siberian. Is this setting up though? T-34, here's one more shot, bounces again. What about the Zis? Oh, miss! T-34 doesn't get the shot off, and the Panzer IV going to escape. Lucky break for Siberian, or maybe not. I mean, with anti-tank grenades, they have to penetrate though. And they do. Saved by Potter's mum there. With the clutch, hoorah, anti-tank grenades. This over here from Dreamwork in a compromised position. Grenade trying to prevent the recruit on the Zis. But it does survive. Overall, a pretty successful sequence for the Allies. Those mines nearly ran over this one. Really good work from Dreamwork getting those down. A Siberian vulnerable to them. It does have a pyre, which I think has the sweepers. I don't know. Get confused sometimes. Maybe they don't. Oh, that's some nasty damage from the T-70 up close. We've got the Walking Stuka out now from WebsterBolek. 3 models down with that barrage. Is that the second barrage? He's got a lot of veterancy on that. So that was just one barrage, 3 models. Katyusha next from Dreamwork. Allies are behind on the VPs. About 130 in the rear.
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
Big rifle made. Doubles this there. No, this is a Sam pack. Primes this barrage target. I'm a little bit low on munitions though, might be saving it. Oh, Katyusha into this corner. I thought they were going for the center. Looks like the Axis troops managing to run right past it though. Now T-70 under some pressure. And there it goes. The double Raketans do catch it. Good push there from WebsterBolek. We have the KV-1 out though to replace that loss. Oh, Faust goes off the second time around. Nearly cost the Grenadiers their lives though.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Next Walking Stuka barrage. Ooh, nearly wipes out the Conscripts. That was a pretty good hit. 8 kills now. Sandbags down. Allies still seem to be in the driver's seat. They have the larger army sizes at the moment. And they're pressing forwards. WebsterBolek has locked in to his commander now, going for Firestorm. Interesting choice. entirely sure what he wants from that commander. Kind of past the point where you go for assault packages. Back under some pressure, but we've got the double overs back there, and those conscripts are getting lit up. Comes the Katyusha barrage though. T-34 pushing in, got the double kittens right there though. Pack does get decrewed. Conscripts do survive though as well. Close call for them. Got the double anti-tank guns there, hoping maybe to finish off the decrewed weapon. T-34 coming from the side, Rakitten maybe just out of range. KV-1, there goes the pack. One Rakitten facing the right direction, bouncing its first hit though. And Stuka just about ready to fire again. The Axis under a lot of pressure right now. Don't have the infantry over here. Those double overs getting forced to retreat somewhat early, you know, really hurt the Axis. The next walking Stuka barrage though. Again, another pretty good connection. Decent number of kills. Leaves a bit of that pressure applied by the team weapons as well. Now that LMG Grenadiers chopping them up. Shoe mine very, very close. T-34 is not going to chase him any further though. Faust bouncing. Demo. Oh! Don't think Siberian saw that. Just a little bit to the south though to really get the big damage done. Either way, 3 models. He's alright. And now the Axis really badly on the back foot. Waiting for WebsterBolek to hit his next tank timing, I think. Which I'm guessing is going to be the King Tiger. He's got battle group coming up at the moment. Barrage are going to catch the Rakitans. What's going to happen? Overs getting around the side of these team weapons. Oh, this could be nasty. T-34's there. Rakitans open up on it though, very low. There's a lot of repairs now. Oh, a second Katyusha even. Going after the Rakitans. But they survive. KV-1 could do a lot of damage now. Those Rakitans have retreated though. Siberian has rebuilt his pack. Just hitting the field now, so KV-1's got free reign until that is on the front line. Yeah, just struggling for VPs. Allies about to take the lead. Nothing made in, but the machine gun very well spaced. He takes any damage from that. KV-1 doing a good job. Desperation move here from WebsterBolek, trying to maybe look to this angle. Oh, it looks like maybe there's a walking Stuka barrage down here earlier that I might have missed. Comes another one. Close range. A lot of health damage on the conscripts, but only 1 or 2 models down. Scratching the Katyusha at the back there, that nearly goes down. KV-1 pressing in. WebsterBolek very close, but not there for the King Tiger. And now Tech Truck under some pressure. Got the Katyusha there, ready for a close range rocket barrage. Got the artillery coming down, so WebsterBolek going for that. I'm guessing fast King Tiger, gonna pay the price. Doesn't have enough armor to defend against this push. And that's ultimately why the Allies are, the Axis are suffering right now. They're both trying to save for those heavy tanks. And because of that, they're just getting bullied completely. Siberian having lost that Panzer IV. Also trying to save for the ace, I believe. Oh, there go the Pyros. Nice Katyusha into the base. So yeah, both Axis at the same time saving for the heavy tanks. And they are hurting because of it. Maybe if WebsterBolek went for like a Panther there, he could have defended against that move, but not. And yeah, up against 3 Katyushas, that's a lot of bleed on the infantry of the Axis. Does make it hard to save the manpower for those heavy tanks. Decrew from the Obers. And the Axis have managed to branch out to both of the VPs. And the Allies themselves, you know, they've got the KV-1, not really that mobile to come up here and chase away Sturmpires, so overall ends up being a pretty good move for WebsterBolek. You do always have to worry though if you come up to this far VP that you're going to get wiped on retreat. Something you always need to watch out for on this map. That retreat path is so long. So friendly mine getting triggered there, a little bit unfortunate. There's another Stuka barrage. Ooh, catching these team weapons actually. Ends up being a pretty decent one. 20 kills now. Now the Allies going to work on the next tech truck, the mechanized for WebsterBolek. Sturmpire's on the run. Back up here in the north for Siberian. Oh, it doesn't quite get the shot off though. So close to that ace. Here it comes. Meanwhile, the mechanized truck has been destroyed, pack decrewed, and maybe going to get killed here by Dreamwork. Get 3 on that T-34, really good rate of fire because of that. You can see its main gun popping off. So can the Axis make this comeback now? About to feel both the big boys. And the Allies are a little bit under strength when it comes to anti-tank. They've got a few anti-tank guns, but probably going to need some S-35s. Posmon pretty close to the popcat limit though, so can't really afford that. Dreamwork though, plenty of room. Can almost afford 2. There we go, Ace getting some good damage done. Decrew on the Maxim. But Axis really hurting for territory control.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Merge into the anti-tank guns, keep them nice and healthy, good idea. Try and come around the corner, setting up for some attack ground action. No attack grounds, just lobbing the anti-tank grenades, so no engine damage because of that. Conscripts could now get wiped. 1 down. Tiger misses. Triple anti-tank guns here though for the Allies. None of them vetted up however, so it makes it a little bit less intimidating for the Axis to go against. Actually having gone for a second T-34, maybe wants to go for some ram rocket run action, but oh boy, that KV-1 coming into the wrong neighborhood and gets obliterated. Bounced a single hit there and went down very, very quickly. Probably would have needed to bounce like 4 hits though to get away alive. That one. So the rockets coming in from WebsterBolek. Commander ability. Oh, engine damage on the Ace. Doesn't chase around the corner with the vet up T-34 though. No rocket run action, so it should get away alive. Nobody's getting pinned. Still have those Katyushas pounding away. T-34 coming in, maybe going to go for the ram. The T-gun from the side. Just out of range for any further damage, but maybe could get some rockets on the rear. Oh, the rockets well dodged there by WebsterBolek coming out to the side. He took any damage from them at all. Siberian coming back to the front. Used the emergency repairs just before. Took off a good chunk of the damage and now shrugging off all the hits. Axis are starting to mount this comeback. There's another nasty walking Stuka barrage, and that annihilates the Zis. Engine damage again on the Tiger Ace though. Vet 2 already, 15 kills. Oh, squad down on the fast side though, dropped the LMG. G34 pushed in really deep there for Pottersmar, I'm not sure about that. There's another Katyusha barrage, the double Raketins in some trouble. Oh boy. The Pyos there spotting long range for the Tigers. S-85 this time from Dreamwork. Much weaker army now. Doesn't have anything nearby to recrew this Zis with either. Getting a few mines down though, it's a good plan. KT on spearhead mode now, got the boost to sight, got the suppression kicking in. T-34 from Pottersmar, I'm going to go for another one, so giving up on the KV-1, which I think is understandable. Doesn't quite have the armor to go toe-to-toe with the Tigers, and I feel like these days, now that it doesn't have the received damage bonus, so it takes long to repair, it kind of makes it quite bad. Those hit-to-hit traits, not worth the trouble. T-34 coming in. Tiger missed its first shot, so no Faust yet. Next now. T-34 backing itself. Trying to get behind the building. There's some trouble in the corner. Oh boy. Faust. There goes that Vet 3 T-34. It's a real shame for Dreamwork. Oh, could lose his conscripts now. Lobbing out the anti-tank grenade. No engine damage. Ouch. Reckless stuff there from Dreamwork. Oh no, these T-34s starting to drop like flies for the Allies. This one coming in for an attack. For the rocket artillery. No, maybe getting a flank on the KTs. Coming in with the ram now from the side. No engine damage though. And the Raketins there to stop the S-285 from chasing any further. S-285 bounces, then goes down. Searchlight's down as well. Chisha rockets. Again. No kill. Oh, but the Ace coming in from the side. AT gun spin around for that. Oh man, it's bouncing enough. It might still survive. T-34 getting in there. I'll try to get onto the rear armor. Faust arrives a tiny bit too early. No engine damage on the T-34. It's got a good chance of getting onto the rear armor. Here goes for one. Oh, and hit the sight. Wow, the T-34 survives. Got behind that tree for just long enough. Ace didn't get a shot off there. Well timed. Okay, well that's really good for the Allies. They needed that. They were dropping everything. Support weapons, squads, endless amount of tanks. Finally take down one of the big boys. Question is, what does Siberian go for next? Okay, it's going to be the Panzer IV J. You might see him maybe stall for a Panther or something like that, but fair call. It's a walking Stuka, ready for some more action. Katyusha rockets coming the other way. Weird scatter on those rockets. He only got 2 kills on that. T-34 diving in, looking... Walking Stuka, but it's already way in the back. Oh, that's a nasty Katyusha. Ober's in some trouble. Don't get away alive. T-34 though does not. This hangs on by a thread, gets the kill. This other T-34 charging in. Oh. Oh, gets away in the nick of time. No, it does not. The Raketin at max range. The high vet getting the job done. There's the anti-tank gun. He's still on spearhead mode, but just managed to pick up the pack. Trying to turn it around, but being blasted by all these machine guns. There's Mum calling in the artillery now. Sweaty 5 advancing. Be careful, the double vetted Raketins are right there. Sweaty 5 is in some trouble. Not on focus sight mode though, so pretty quick to back away. Double Katyusha's quite far forwards for Dreamwork. T-34 back away in time. Yes. Close call though. 36 VPs left for the Axis. They're getting a bit desperate in that department. But the army sizes are pretty much dead even at this stage, so very, very close game in every department except for victory points. And here come the double Raketins getting in really deep. This could be nasty. A lot of vulnerable vehicles back here. Looks like the Su-85 is going to go down. Close range Katyusha barrage. Oh, one of them decrewed. So the Panzer IV J coming forwards. Ram. Panzer IV missed his shot on the Katyusha. Engine damage. No follow-up on the Panzer IV. Oh my god, there's a nasty mortar shell. These combat engineers are dropping like flies. There's another T-34. Conscript's trying to come around the flank, maybe get an anti-tank grenade. I don't think it would quite be enough, but doesn't get a chance. King Tiger's there anyway. Here comes the T-34 though. I'm not going to try and throw good tanks after bad, I guess. Again, the reckless play from the double Soviets not really working out for them. Just don't quite have enough follow-up after doing that high amount of damage to seal the deal. I was going for the cap in the center. I'm not sure where that King Tiger's heading over to. Going to the corner, but they can't afford to lose the center like this. I mean, the T-34 can come over here, right? But there's nothing to threaten the capture, so that's not really the top priority, I would say, for the Axis. Flame shells coming down. But the Allies do manage to secure the center. Maybe if it was like a Vet 1 T-34 had access to the secure mode, it would be a different story, but this King Tiger now switching back up to the north again. This time could actually do some damage. One shot off. Chase him. This is the follow-up. Not on spearhead at the moment, so no suppression on the conscripts. Oh, Panzer IV chasing in. I'm not going to chase him too far. Double overs in the center. Conscripts are jamming the capture, but the big bundle grenade forces them away. And there's this. left out in a very vulnerable position. T-34 coming in on the flank. Panzer IV blitzing. As this gets decrewed. T-34 on the wrong area now. Another T-34 over here. Panzer IV coming in. Oh, miss though. Miss on both sides. Everything surviving for the moment. Oh, maybe this Panzer IV shot can finish the job. A little bit too slow. This is decrewed in the center by the double overs now as well. Axis going for the cap in the north. Now Axis actually taking the lead in terms of army size. First time for a very, very long time. Oh, where's this Su-85 going? Oh, I saw that mine there. Oh, that's disastrous for Dreamwork. Oh, rear armor exposed. KT. One more shot. Looks like the Panzer IV's blitzing in. There's a mine there, though. Oh, but he gets the shot in anyway. Hayes had to pull back. There's no tank nearby to finish the job on this Panzer IV. T-34 out back for repairs. This one in the north can make use of some repairs. The conscripts. Mom dropping the artillery, gets a decrom and Raked. Katyusha rockets blasting through the center as well. Coming down here with the T-34, hoping to finish off the Panzer IV, but it's guarded by this pack now. Pack misses, but Faust is going to connect. And Axis is in a good position. Just 12 VPs though, it doesn't leave them much room for error. Oh, that's a monster hit from the Panzer IV. Going after the anti-tank gun first. There goes the Dishka. Katyusha coming in way too late. Nothing anywhere near there. Center, a lot of scatter on this. Oh, bit of crush attempt. Over's very low after that. Lucky to survive that. Another Su-85 from Dreamwork. He's a little bit low on infantry now. Losing Dishka, another conscript. Is this still over here decrewed? KT got that spearhead on. Got a long line of sight. Su-85 missing the return fire. Oh boy. There's a lot of damage onto the T-34 and it dies. There's finishing the job. Katyusha rockets hammering down but not hitting too much. Oh boy, and that King Tiger is just lethal at the moment. 32 kills. T-34 may be considering coming down with a ram. The mine there though for Siberian, he's got to be careful. T-34 pulling back. Siberian may be worried about further mines, doesn't chase in any further. Su-35 on focus site, providing some nice line of sight. Here comes the big rockets. There goes the Su-85. A lot of damage, a lot of damage onto the Su-85 as well. A lot of these Katyusha rockets. Okay, there we go. And some big damage on that last volley, but not really working out for the Allies. Oh boy, what happened over here? How did this T-34 end up with engine damage? Maybe again standing on his own mine? Panzer IV finishes the job. Doesn't take a lick of damage itself either. Grenadiers and the Ogres laser beaming down the Zis. These are starting to collapse now for the Allies. Just getting unit after unit picked off. Not getting the kills in return. Conscript down maybe over here. Oh no. Maxim down, Zis down. Complete collapse here from the Allies. Relying on these like close range Katyusha barrages, but they're not quite lining up. Now Steel on the Zis.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Katyusha rockets coming down. Okay, get the D-crew on the anti-tank gun. That's a start. I'm probably not going to be able to regather it. The KT standing right there. Su-35 getting in for some hits. So, Vet 0 though, so it doesn't have the bonus penetration yet. Bouncing quite a few.
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
A few good hits in though. The Su-85's pounding away. We've got a pack up there now. I'm dropping the artillery. Oh, Siberian very low with one of the Panzer IVs. Backs away in time though with the Blitz. Artillery dropping down though, gonna lose his pack most likely. Or maybe just not. No shells land on top of it. Okay, there we go. Now Vet 2 on that Su-85. Now it's gonna have the penetration bonus. Su-85's charging through the center with focused sight on, getting some really good damage done. Actually getting a bit of AoE damage onto the Pyos. There we go. One tank down for the Axis. It's a good start for the Allies. Still though the Axis with a pretty large army size lead, about 25 ahead. And now the triple cap turned against the Allies. They're draining out really fast. This one defended by a bunker now as well. This one defended by the rebuilt flak base. So whichever angle they go to, it's going to be a difficult one to crack. Center with a lot of units sitting there. No easy path for the Allies at the moment. They're draining very, very quickly. Airborne guards coming in for Dreamwork. He's got a lot of munitions. Could completely just spam this every time it comes off cooldown. Katyusha coming in for a close range set of rockets onto these grenadiers. Not very good scatter on them though. And drops one model. Yeah, a bit of bad luck really there for Pozmum. Katyusha into the center though, pressuring away the anti-tank guns. Panzer IV coming through, but a lot of tank destroyers here now. He's too slightly out of range.
We are down to 75 points.
Give some more Katyusha rockets, looking for the D-crew on the pack. T-34 going for some attack ground action. Here it goes. Now the Su-85's coming in and get the kill on that. Another good pick off for the Allies. One Katyusha down though. For Dreamwork out the back. Oh, what about the Panzer IV? Su-85 hoping to get the kill. And he does, he picks it off at max range there. It's starting to turn around for the Allies now. Double overs charging through the center. Engine damage on one of the Su-85s, the other one low. And here comes the Jagdpanzer. Nothing to chase away this infantry. more shot, and that S-285 is dead. Oh, T-34 trying to come in on the flank, but gets the telemine, was it? No, shoe mine must have been. KT on the charge. Allies do manage to get around the side of the bunker, start capping the VP. But they're so low on VPs now, doesn't look good for them. Conscripts into the center though, maybe that can do it. Good Katyusha barrage. Got hit the dirt active as well, so they can't get suppressed. The S-85's chasing down the Tiger. And the clock has stopped. Down the rockets. KT goes down. So there's one S-85 though. Jagdpanzer's there. Maybe can take out the other one. And Conscript's too low in the center. Chased away by the Sternpires and killed. Just back capping in the center again. Before limping home with that damaged engine. Really needed that in the center, but the mines saving the day. Cosmon coming in to jam the capture. Good dodge on the concussive grenade, but there's a Vet 3 Sternpires. And there's a fresh Tiger Ace. They did not last long at all. Well, it was a heroic attempt for the Allies. Started making a nice comeback, but too late. The Axis managing to seal this one. Just a few too many tank throws, I think, overall from the Allies. A little bit too reckless with the T-34s. Easy for that to happen, you know, they're quite vulnerable. Go down very, very easily, and a couple of times those Axis tanks getting away on one shot, but that's how it goes. GG, good comeback there from the Axis. It was looking grim when they stalled for the double heavies, but they managed to turn around. Only 12 points left on the clock. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.